Okay, class. I want to first start off letting you know we are going to do the scratchboard assignment. And the scratchboard assignment, first thing you want to do is file, open, and make sure it is 12 inches by 12 inches and 300 resolution with an RGB color mode. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and start from there. We say OK. With this, we have a blank screen. We want to go ahead and make in class you guys created you rolled for a number, and I gave you the color mode. So the first thing you want to do is pick colors you want to use. If you had monochromatic, you might pick blue for the main, and then all forms of colors of blue up to black and down to white. Whereas if you had analogous, it's the three colors next to each other. I'm going to go ahead and stick with monochromatic, so I'm going to pick some colors. I'm just going to come in here and click several. I can change these however I want. If I come here and click and go down to the color and click on this, I can add more white to it. Or let's say I want to click and add more black to it. I'm just changing the shade and the tints of what we have. I can move these side to side. I can make it to where the gradient changes. I might move my white. Let's just add another one in here. That's solid white. I'm going to go ahead and pick on it. Actually, I'm going to hit delete that one. I'm going to click it right close to here. If I need to go back to the original, come in and click on this color. I can Command C on this code down here. Since I have white, I don't want white. Maybe I want another one. And Command V here. I can change them. But you can see I get a wide variety of patterns and colors, but it's all the same hue. This is monochromatic. I want to say OK. I'm on my gradient. There is plenty of ways to do gradients up here on the top. If I did this one on my background, I want to get this effect. Maybe I want to go at a different angle and do it as such, or maybe it's just a small one up here in the corner. I would suggest to get something that's going to take the entire screen. Here's another opportunity. I'm going to go from here out, maybe from here to here. Maybe it's the pyramid look. Maybe it's the fade look, fade from center. Maybe I want to reverse it or not reverse it and go from here as such. And the last one is just the regular gradient from one side to the other. Well, most popular is the pyramid. I'm going to do this one right here. Now, the first thing you're going to do is go to a new layer down here. I want to fill this black. I do that by going Edit, Fill, Black. Okay, now it's covered. Just like your scratch boards in art, all you need to do is, the next thing we're going to do is add a layer mask. Right down here, the little rectangle with the hole in it. Now, whatever I do, if you notice my bracket, there's white brackets around this mask. Okay, and that means I'm on this layer. If I'm on this one, I'm coloring right onto the black. I want to color on the mask. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my paintbrush, and you want to get one of these paintbrushes that are small. Basically, this little, you want a just nice pencil type scratch. So if I hover, if I'm trying to find a little pencil, that one's fairly good. I think these are going to be fine. Square pencil, perfect. I think these will be perfectly fine to etch with. And when we get in there, if you notice, here's what it looks like. But if you have your pen pad, this will work really well. If you don't have your pen pad, it's going to be just okay. Now what I need to do on this mask is paint black. So whatever this foreground color is going to be the color I'm painting. I need to paint black so it can reveal. So I'm going to switch them. Now if I etch, you can see a line showed up. And with your pen pads, it will be a lot better because it goes off of pressure. I'm using my mouse pad, the little track pad. And you can kind of see it's not very good. It's hard to draw with a pen pad, I promise you. If you have the artboard, it's a lot easier. And I'm just going to kind of attempt to draw this little spider. Oops. Starting to look less like a spider, more like a crawfish or a crabby. Or I can say, well, I want to make my pencil larger. You don't really want to make it too large, but let's say I want to go through, try not to double click, and I might have to do it just so you can see it. I'm going to pick a bigger brush. Let's, for example, one of these. Now you'll see it's a lot darker, but it's going to depend on what you have available. So if you have the pen pad, we're talking it's a lot better. But as you can see, we can etch out the color, and what's behind is our color mode. Okay, so if I didn't like this, I can just switch my colors and paint back over this with white, or I can go edit, fill, and we're filling this right here. So what color? It's going to be white. Say OK. Now it basically gave me a clean slate. Make sure again I'm painting in black, and use one of those nice little pencils that we can scratch with. Okay, and you can kind of do what you need to do, and the harder you push with those pen pads, the better it's going to be. The lighter you push, it's going to be light. So that's kind of how the scratchboard art works. You can go online, look at tons of different ideas. They're out there, there's a bunch, but this is just the basics of how to make a scratchboard. Pick something and have fun. Thanks.